Hey guys, how you doing? Thought I'd do something a little bit different whenever I want to get away from World Tanks and frustrations there. The game I usually like playing is this Mechwarrior game on console. Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, and just thought I'd go over it with you. I've done these before on my channel, and I just want to show you though the latest update needs pretty significant changes to the game. The Solaris Showdown, which is the latest update, and it features some like gladiatorial arena combat with your mechs from Mechwarrior, and also it's going to include this Dragon's Gambit gameplay, the whole campaign. Before I've done that, I think I've done the Wrestle campaign on my channel, and the last mission of the Dragon's Gambit, downloadable content, which they just keep doing every so often to refresh the game. I think a brand new Mechwarrior game is going to come out next year. But this Solaris Showdown, I added some very interesting things to the game, and it's I guess the most important thing is not really the arena combat, but it added in the PC version of this game, because it's PvE, they allow mods, so they allow creators to come up with mods that people can select from and include into their Mechwarrior experience. Not Mechwarrior Online, but this version, the Mercenaries game, because it's strictly PvE. And so they introduced settings in this game now that simulate some of those modifications that you can get for the PC version. Like sanctioned modifications for their game. So that made this game is very difficult if you're just new to it. Here's also what it added. It's like arena combat, and I have some of those to show you on my channel if you want to look into it if you're interested. So just gonna show you kind of what's in your drop ship, what's available to you from different contracts you can pick up, and the rewards for the fulfilling of those contracts. The cantina, sorry. And here's the settings that I have now. As I said before, this game was extremely difficult. So I decreased the enemy accuracy a little bit and enemy lethality a little bit, and mainly to and the heat dissipation I clicked on, just to make the game a little bit, reduce the repair costs and stuff like that, and mech upkeep. And one of the more important ones is the over tonnage penalty, so you can and the storage cost I set all the way to 0, so that means you can fill your mech bay with mechs and not be penalized for extra ones. That was very important, because you're always trying to upgrade your mechs, and because you can do upgrades to them, and then when you took them out and put them into what's called cold storage, all those that you had invested into that mech will be taken away, which still happens, but you can now just have more mechs in your mech bay, so it's quite nice that way. So I don't know if you just wanted to have a look at the settings I have from this new update, which makes the game a little bit more, let's say, user-friendly, a little bit easier. You're not losing crew members that you've spent a long time building up their skill level only to have them die. And you're not losing so much equipment that it's very expensive, very rare. So you can tweak those a little bit to your heart's desire. And just take you through a quick look at the bay here, the dropshift service bay. This is the one that you take down from your main ship to the planet side, right? And not physically touch down, but close enough to be able to drop your mechs onto the whatever planet you're conducting an operation or a campaign on. Your crew quarters, stuff like that. Schematic of that drop ship that you're on right now. So just show you around that. This is a you know, if you like the tanks game, I think you'll like this game. And it goes back a long, long way from, you know, science fiction from the first. But the Mechwarrior, I guess, concept, you know, was, you know, started out with science fiction and books and board game and I have a video that goes into it in a little bit more detail, but you know, all the way to the video game, the different publishers and game studios that have had ownership and control of the franchise, basically. So this is just what's left from that. My last, I'm going to show you the entire Dragon's Gambit campaign with some of those options turned on, settings turned on. Again, if you're interested in it with it's just another crew member, Rihanna, who's like explains to you your missions and the campaign and stuff. Was in the other end there, the star is. And there's, if it was part of the campaign, there'd be another English guy who is the mechanic for your team here. He's not in here because this is not the campaign part. Showing you the max from floor view, but you know, it's gone through different studios, different ownership, and it goes back a very long way. I used to have this game on PC when it was first came out from Microsoft Game Studios, and the PC. Sorry, just showing you what kind of mechs you can have at your disposal for a mission. Before, it used to limit you to, I think it was 9 or 12. 12? That's 12, I guess. And if you had more than 12 in there, it would penalize you for each one that you had in this bay. You know, that you did not have in cold storage, in other words. I should have went over there and clicked over and showed you cold storage, but I didn't in this clip. I apologize for that. And it shows everything that you've collected. These are just ones that you have access to in order to repair and make use of in a mission. This bay here. So with them taking the penalty out for that, you can include a full bay if you want there. without getting monetarily penalized for that, which makes it quite nice if you want to have different mechs for different roles, especially when they included this arena. Oh, that came in really handy. This is on a planet that is not in an industrial complex here that I'm showing you. So I think a little bit later on here I switch over and show you to an industrial complex where it's, there's a little bit more to show you of what you can do. There's your faction standings. Shows you whether you're in favor or out of favor with the various factions. That's the planet that I'm on right now. The mission, Rasselhag mission for that particular planet, and these are earn op kind of things that you can complete as you're playing the game, and earn extra equipment and sea bills. They're called sea bills. And it shows you the inner sphere, they call it. Again, this is all very, very deep in lore and history and different writers, different books, different game studios. So here I'm switching to the industrial complex where you have a little bit more freedom to do what you want with crew members, and if you want to hire or get rid of some. I have some here to get rid of. I'll show you in a minute. That I collected during the mission. So this is another nice part about this latest update, in that it takes a long time to train up the maximum you can get on console is a 60-point skill member. In PC they have mods that go beyond that. But in console it's a maximum of a 60-point crew member. So in adjusting the enemy accuracy and lethality, you can kind of you can't always save crew members. In coming up in the campaign that I'll show you how to lose a crew member, but it helps a little bit with you not losing so many crew members that you took forever to train up, and all these expensive pieces of equipment there that just flashed on the screen. Expensive, rare, kind of hard to find pieces of equipment that get destroyed. You have to replace right when you repair your mech. Otherwise, you just lose that piece of equipment. You have to downgrade. If you don't have a replacement, you have to downgrade to another piece. That's maybe not as good. Or switch to a different weapon altogether. So here's my roster of crew members. Again, this is for people who are not familiar with the game at all. Like World of Tanks or something like that, and you're sick of World of Tanks, the direction it's going. You just want something that's fun to game where you have a lot of customization available to you in these mechs. And the individual, the storyline. For instance, here I'm going to get rid of that guy. He came as a reward for completing aspects of the mission, Dragon's Gambit mission, or campaign, I guess you can call it. There's another one to get rid of. So if you're tired of that, just want to get away sometimes from the brain dead teammates there and just play a PvE. The World of Tanks co-op is just the same old repetitive multiplayer crap, just with bots, right? And equally stupid teammates on your side, but you're facing off against bots. Well, here in this game, the bots are not. You're playing obviously against nothing but bots, but they're not stupid, and they're not. They can hurt you, they can kill you, as you'll see coming up in the mission that In the original version of this game, you would be, dead. They changed that too. they, again, when it first came out, it was very difficult to pick up and play, get going. Um, and there was no settings to adjust any such thing in regards to the enemy lethality and, trying to keep your crew members alive and your equipment still on your. And if you died in any of the missions, that's it. The mission was over. So all that has changed with these updates, and it's a little bit more user friendly, a lot easier. Just showing you here all the different types of mechs that you can, and the highlighted ones on the right there are the ones I have. But it also shows, shows that you haven't found all of them yet. You haven't collected all of them yet. So there's, you can collect mechs. And there's a huge variety from assault all the way down to light and scout mechs, and each with a little bit different variations in upgrades and equipment that they carry, weapon slots, stuff like that. There's a lot of variety to this game, right? Again, showing you the faction standings, which ones like you, which ones, don't like you. Those who like you will reward you more. You'll be able to take more salvage, it's called, from completing a mission than you would be able to from once, say you're doing you're contracted to a faction that doesn't like you, they will not get as much salvage points, it's called. So I putting together the the campaign with mods and in its entirety this time. I think last time I just showed the final mission. According to this latest update where you're able to adjust the settings. Anyhow, hope you watch for that, guys, and appreciate you watching this. Thank you.